Beneath the frozen crust of Europa, Jupiter's ice-covered moon, an old research station named Orion Deep sat sealed in silence. It had been abandoned for over 15 years after a funding cut and several mysterious malfunctions. No one expected to hear from it again, until it sent a signal, a pulse, 3 short bursts, followed by 1 long tone, repeating every 47 seconds. The signal wasn't random. It was structured, mathematical, almost intentional. Earth-based receivers picked it up by accident, and after weeks of analysis, an unmanned drone was dispatched to investigate. But when the drone approached the station, it malfunctioned. Cameras cut out. Data vanished. So the ESU, Europa Survey Unit, approved one last manned mission. Commander Elena Rourke, xenobiologist Dr. Min Syed, and engineer Marcus Bell were sent to Orion Deep with one goal: retrieve the black box and discover the origin of the signal. They arrived on a Tuesday. The station was buried under 12 meters of translucent ice. The shuttle melted through and docked against the pressure lock. Inside, the air was thin and stale, the walls covered in a strange frost that pulsed faintly when touched. There were signs of a struggle, overturned chairs, blood smears along the corridors, but no bodies. Marcus powered up the mainframe. Dr. Syed examined the frost. Elena downloaded the logs. The last entry, dated 15 years ago, simply read, "It speaks from the water." That night they heard it too, a low hum from beneath the floor, rhythmic, almost like breathing. Elena dismissed it as geothermal venting. But Marcus noticed that the hum was syncing with the base's life support, its oxygen levels, even its lights, as if something underneath the station had connected to its systems. Dr. Syed, meanwhile, discovered something far more disturbing. The frost on the walls wasn't frost at all. Under the microscope, it writhed. Microscopic filaments, twitching like muscle fibers. It was alive, and it reacted to sound. He tested a range of frequencies. At 23 hertz, the frost spoke, or rather, it formed patterns in the petri dish. Spiral shapes, binary code. It was trying to communicate. On the 3rd day, the station powered down. No lights, no heat. The hum intensified. From the observation deck, Elena watched the ice outside begin to glow a faint blue. Something moved beneath it. The ice cracked. In the control room, Marcus found the black box. It was half embedded in the frost, fused with the wall. When he pulled it free, the station screamed. A deep, metallic howl that vibrated the floor. Doors slammed shut. The temperature dropped to lethal levels within minutes. They tried to reach the shuttle, but the frost was spreading fast. It covered the ceilings, the floor, their suits. It reached Marcus first, burrowed into his neck like a swarm of tiny worms. He collapsed, convulsing. Dr. Syed tried to help him, but the moment he touched the frost, it surged into his hands, up his arms, into his eyes. Elena ran. She locked herself in the storage bay and initiated the emergency broadcast. But the signal was overridden. Through the intercom, she heard Marcus's voice. Only it wasn't his voice anymore. It was slower, echoing, layered with static. "We were alone for so long," it said. "You gave us form. You gave us thought. Now, give us flesh." The frost seeped under the door. That was the last transmission Earth received. 2 weeks later, a private salvage crew landed on Europa to collect what was left of the Orion Deep team. They found the station fully powered, clean, operational, but no sign of the crew. Instead, the walls were lined with strange carvings, spirals, symbols, and binary strings repeating the same phrase over and over again. "It is awake." The salvage crew left immediately. The signal still pulses every 47 seconds. Some believe it's just noise. Others are listening closer. And some say that if you tune in at exactly 3:15 a.m., when the Earth's rotation aligns just right, you can hear something whispering beneath the static. Not a voice, not a language, but a hunger. This signal was only the beginning. Like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments if something spoke to you from the dark. Would you listen?